this? Bro, she's taking fluoxetine. This is an antidepressant. How would I know? Because I'm also taking fluoxetine. What is up, everybody? I am Legend. This is my gaming channel. So if you have not, I don't know what I'm saying. Today I am playing a game called Open Roads. I figure it would be a nice way to kind of get into the YouTube gaming space. I'm assuming it's an easy game. It seems like a very chill, relaxing narrative type of game, and we'll see how it goes. It's like a grandma, a mom, and a daughter. We flip over, right button. Me, mom, grandma, Helen, grandma's 80th birthday. Flip back over. Let's pack it up. Mom wants me to pack up my room to get ready for the move next week. It's taken a while, but I'm pretty close. Just a few things left before I can cross it off my to-do list. All right. I'm not used to these kind of games, so forgive me. This is like some kind of Geodude. This is a rock that we have. I'll put that back. Get some music going while we play, you know? While we pack. Friendship bracelet. This is Tesla. Tesla. Tesla and friend. Nah, it's not an Elon. She's not friends with Elon. Pack that up. We got a Tamagotchi here. You guys remember Tamagotchis?
Oh, right. I was supposed to feed you.
Poor little guy. We'll pack that up too. Open this drawer. Oh, what's this? A card? Happy birthday. What is that, Teresa? It's always so much fun to have you visit. I can't wait till next time. I'm so proud of you, your business, and the kind of woman you're becoming. All my love, Aunt August. I think that's what it says. Can we flip it over? Okay, cool. Nothing in that one. Anything here? DVD covers. Video Galaxy. A rich and glamorous high school student tries to transform a new pupil into the most popular girl at school. But fate has other plans. Staff pick. Wait, did that say Alicia Silverstone? Yes, it did. Oh, it's Clueless. Okay, they got Clueless in the game. This must be like set in the 90s. It's got to be, because we have video rentals, and it's 1995 Clueless. And then we have Clue by Tim Curry. 6 strangers are invited to a mysterious mansion for dinner. Yeah, okay, so we'll just put that back. I don't think we have to pack those up. Hey Tess, we doing movie night at your place? Yes, we are. What movies you bringing from work? It's a comedy double feature night. I'll give you one clue as to which movies they are going to be. What is it? I already gave it to you. Tess, don't do this to me. You have your clue. Wait, clue? Comedy double feature night. Give you one clue as to what movie it's going to be. What is it? Oh, she already gave me the clue, so okay. Anything here? Let's pack up the poster. To do wash dishes, help tag things for estate sale, get movies from work, pack up rest of room. All right, so we got to pack up the rest of the room. It seems pretty Empty here, but we got a yearbook. So what, she just graduated maybe? High school 2002. So this has got to be set, unless this is like a little bit in the future and she's graduated for some time now, because she does have her own business, so maybe she's been graduated for a while. Stay in school kids. So I want to read this. Dude, I remember my yearbook. I only got a yearbook, one yearbook. I know, like, I was so jealous of all my friends that got yearbooks every single year. I only got a yearbook my senior year of high school because my parents, you know, they were paying for 5 boys to get through school, like from different tours and proms, and then like me and my twin brother, because I have a twin brother, so it was very expensive that year for my parents. So I would imagine that's the reason why we had to wait until senior year to both get our yearbooks. That stuff was expensive. See you next year. Have an awesome summer, Brooke. Class of 2003. Next year we rule the school. Extra, read all about it. It was awesome working with you on the newspaper this year. See you in the funny pages, Brian. I'm the first person to sign your crack. Okay. I don't know about that, Jason. Francine was here. Hey, bestie. Wanted to make sure you wouldn't miss this message. Now, anybody else who signs this will know I'm your bestie, not them. Let's have a great summer this summer. Movie night every night, Francine. All right, let's pack that up. Got the old, yeah, this is definitely a flashback because this is the old, I forget what they're called, but these are like what the iMacs used to look like. And it had a handle on top. I used to think these computers were so cool back in the day. We used to play games on here, do schoolwork on here. I actually learned how to, I think we learned how to code on these computers because we didn't have PCs in our school. We had these computers right here. And I would learn how to use like Flash, Dreamweaver, and all that stuff. We used to play Arthur the Aardvark on this computer here. So kind of a throwback.
Better leave these where Mom won't see them.
What is this? Do not expose to excessive heat or direct sunlight. Insert staple here. Passenger ticket. Issued by Oceanic. So, Tess Devine from Detroit to Reno. So she's flying to Vegas. Endorsements, restrictions, Passenger coupon. So just stuff about the flight. Why does she doesn't want her mom to see. School newspaper. Preparing for homecoming, page 7. Go cheer on our basketball stars as the season starts. Movie reviews, Pirates of the Caribbean, Matrix Reloaded. This is definitely like early 2000s. Greenville High School Gazette. Never forget marking the anniversary of 9/11. Our lives are all changed on that fateful day 2 years ago. So 2 years after 9/11. So 2001, 2002, it's 03. Yeah, 2003. What a crazy time to be alive. I remember 9/11. It was like one of the first days of school, if not the first day of school, 9/11 happened, and we all had to go home super early. It was kind of scary. And weird, because I remember we were I'm getting off on a tangent, but we were driving on our way to school. My brother and his then girlfriend had the radio on, and they were talking about this attack that happened on the U.S. And it was a really freaky time. I didn't understand what was happening until we started having bomb threats at the school and stuff like that. It was pretty serious. All kids in America across the world, students of Greenville High, lives were changed forever. Whether you heard the news from your parents that morning or saw the reports on TV, you're certain to remember. So basically just talking about, 9/11. I don't have to read all that. Let's put that back. is this like a business invoice? Hancock's Hardware. Webpage design. So she's got a website. Sincerely, Tess Devine. Oh, she's designing websites. So this is her business. Okay, she got a business going. Some nail polish. We'll pack that up. Pack up the calendar. I should have looked at that, but... Is this Whataburger? It looks like a Whataburger cup. Matchbooks. Some collectibles she's got. We'll pack those up.
Ah, Nevada. Home to all manner of folksy cryptids and cool dads.
Pack that up too. Liquid Gold, a history of Canadian-American bootleg trade and the secret fortunes left behind. Another card. Happy belated birthday. Sorry for the lateness, Tessa Bear. Things get away from me, but you're always on my mind. We'll call soon. Can't wait, Dad. Flip it over. Now we'll pack it. I forgot it? Oh. This is just like a jar of safety pins. Pack that up. Some stuff up here. I married Bigfoot. Got the tabloids. She's great. Oh, Bigfoot is a she, huh? Just back that up. I remember these little photo strips we used to always do also. Who is this? Is this her boyfriend? Dad? It's gotta be her dad. He looks a little old. I'd be worried if that was her boyfriend. A little bit worried. Search spots. Hunter's Point, Copper Harbor. Pick up clipped out article. The hunt for buried bootlegger treasure. So, oh, she's writing. She's a writer also. I'm supposing. And stop people across the country from drinking alcohol. It was achieved. She's just talking about bootlegging, so I don't think I need to read this. My father and I have spent many a summer vacation tracking down potential spots to search for this left behind bootlegger gold. None yet successful, but these local legends and the history behind them is fascinating to learn. Okay. We'll pack that up. Got a work shirt.
Guess I'll have to pack this after my next shift.
Yeah, she works at the Video Galaxy, the rental place. Alright, I'm gonna turn this radio off. I'm tired of that music. Is there anything else in here I need a hairbrush? Pack up the poster. I don't see anything else I need to get. Maybe this stuff. Aw. What was his name? Mr. Bun? Why can't I pack up this thing here? There we go. Another birthday card. It must have just been her birthday. May you enjoy all the blessings of your coming year. So proud of you. So it's a card from her grandma. Aww. Aww. Some bubble wrap. I think that's everything in this room.
Tess?
Yeah?
Come down to the basement. There's something I want to show you.
The basement? What is it?
Oh, it's nothing really. Remember this? Gah!
It's actually cool. It's clearly it's a dog.
I love it. Where did this masterpiece come from?
Your Aunt August made it when she was a kid. It's Lady, the dog we had when we were growing up.
And Aunt August isn't a rich and famous artist now?
Well, she is one of those things. Not a famous artist, though.
We've still got a little while before we actually move out, right? Like a week?
Yeah, about.
The estate sale was weird. Having all those people in the house, peeking through Grandma's stuff. I'm glad it's over.
I wonder if the grandma's passed.
Yeah, me too.
Are you okay?
Yeah, she definitely passed away.
Mom.
I guarantee.
We took care of your grandmother right up to the end.
There it is.
And now they're selling the house out from under us. I know.
Wanna just take a minute and look around and see what's left? I haven't really gone through everything since the sale ended.
Yeah. Me neither. That sounds really nice. Just looking through what's still here. Aside from this hell picture.
Amazing that no one bought it, right?
Just shocking.
So you're all packed up, right? Good to go?
Oh my god.
Just remember that it needs to be done by Wednesday so we can get everything out of here on time.
I know.
I'm almost be packing my room, so we already did that. Most of Grandma Helen's stuff was sold off in the estate sale. Haven't really had a chance to look around and see what's left until now. Alright, where to start? So we're not going to go upstairs. We want to just kind of go through everything here. Pick up the plunger? Why would I want to do that?
Ooh, so dapper. Was this Grandpa's?
I used to love these hats. I used to always wear these hats. And then it got to a point to where people thought fedoras were cringe and I stopped wearing them. I still love a good fedora though. I can't really pull it off with my hair though. What was that? Can't reach up there. Ironing board, nothing over here. Aw, so cute. Look at the doggy. Look at the doggy wuggy. Oh, what's that? Dear Millie Calder. No one gives advice like Millie. With her wit, wisdom, and ineffable tact, dear Millie has been charming readers for over 15 years. Millie doles out sage advice to over 15 million readers weekly, gathered here for the first time are some of the most engaging responses from the sage of the Midwest. On matters of home parenting, romance, there's never been a question that Millie can't handle.
Grandma's advice column was popular, wasn't it?
Ah, she used to be a writer too.
I felt really lucky that I got to ask her for advice face to face. I remember when we went to that one book signing when I was a little kid.
You remember that?
Yeah, I mean, people in the audience seemed so excited and nervous to get to ask her their questions right there in person. Sometimes when I'd ask Grandma for advice, she'd start off with, "Don't tell Millie," but I think she saved her special advice for me.
Well, she could have given some advice to herself and realized that taking out 3 mortgages on her house wasn't such a good idea.
Dang. Wow. It's a puzzle game. I'm just kidding. Nothing over here about a bunch of paint buckets. Oh, what's that? Leo Lambros, age 43 years, of Orange Street, Greenville, Michigan, died July 28, 1968 at Alexandria Regional Hospital. He's a veteran of the Second World War, serving as a surveyor with 173rd Field Artillery Battalion. Surviving are his wife, Helen. So this was the grandpa. No? 43 years. Because Helen... Yeah. Opal is the mom's name. Or is this... Helen Lambros, his daughters, Opal and August. Opal and August. Okay. Leonard Lambros, property inspector.
Grandpa Leo was a...
Yeah.
An inspector for the county.
What's that mean?
He inspected things for the county.
Come on, dude.
Thanks.
Commercial buildings, mostly. When we were driving around town, he'd point out the ones he'd inspected. I remember he was very proud of inspecting the department store. You know, the big one on Old Main Street. Every foot of electrical, fire sprinklers, alarm system, everything. He'd say he was the only thing keeping half the buildings in town from burning down. Electrical fires are no joke.
I don't like how they let you pick up stuff that doesn't really matter, but then again, if everything was just... I guess it wouldn't be a video game if there wasn't some kind of choice to it. So I think I came from up there. Or did I? Can't go up there. I think that's everything. Oh.
I'm taller than you were.
Who's taller now?
You are. But I've still got time.
I used to always want to do this in my own house, but my parents would never let us write on the wall. And for good reason. I mean, we would have had to clean it off for sure. 5 boys, there's going to be a lot of markings. Any food in here? No? Alright. Where's the... Dude. I know you're moving, but you still gotta eat. There's nothing in here.
I've gotta take more pics with Francine this year. We're so cute. Maybe I should start carrying a camera around. Who are these people? Mom's friends?
Dorothy Jean Haverman, Nathaniel Edgar Borgs, like Star Trek Borgs, Borges, invite you to share the joy of their wedding. Okay.
We did our best, but the results were... Ugh.
Glad I had you there to supervise my baking skills. You don't want to make no coffee, bro? Some cereal. Somebody smokes. Holy smokes, Batman. Can of pop. That's how you know it's the East Coast. We
No. Why isn't this in the fridge getting cold? Come on, Mom.
I mean, you guys don't have anything in the fridge anyway. Can't go in there. Can't go out there.
Wow, was this taken right here? Cool. That's Grandpa?
Mm-hmm. Probably only a year before he died.
Of a heart attack?
Yeah, very sudden. But I guess that's how heart attacks are.
That's wild. That's how my grandpa died. And it was very sudden. Although my grandpa, he had a heart attack, but he lived. I can't remember how long he lived for, but it was enough for like us to visit him a couple of times. And it was something out of a movie. Like, he couldn't talk anymore, but what he could do was blink. So we had him blink. It was either blink once for yes and twice for no. So we would ask him yes or no questions and communicate with him like that. And it was definitely hard as a kid, but just the fact that we got that extra time was pretty nice. All right, there's nothing else in here. Lane's Creek, no dice.
Oh, how did this end up down here?
Huh. Must have been in a drawer of something that got sold.
This is from one of the first digs Dad and I went on.
It was kind of adorable how excited you both got about going on those digs.
I remember being so sure that we would actually find bootlegger gold. Or at least a clue about it.
Your dad. Well, at the very least, he certainly had a way of firing up your imagination. I'll give him that.
I want that one.
Did Grandma start dressing like this after you moved out of the house?
Mm-hmm. After my father passed, my mother, well...
Turned into a hippie.
a bit of a free spirit, let's say.
That's a hippie.
Doesn't look like that rubbed off on August much.
I think it might have. To push her in the opposite direction.
Yeah, that's definitely hippie. Free spirit hippie.
Oh, good. Some of Grandma's pottery didn't get sold. I loved watching her at the potter's wheel when I was little. Had she been doing pottery her whole life?
Honestly, I think it's something else she picked up after my dad passed.
Like the advice column?
No, she was doing that since I was a kid.
Did Grandma... Was she ever with anyone else after Grandpa died?
Whoa, where did this come from?
Well, she just seems so vivacious.
She nosy.
Some man would be interested.
Yeah, no, not that I know of.
I don't know. It seemed like she knows something that we don't. The way she kind of hesitated. I wouldn't be surprised if she had a little something on the side. A little love of her life. A little rebound.
Is this...
Some of the last pottery your grandmother made. Yep. After her fine motor skills started to go.
Ah, that's why it's kind of dented up. It's kind of beautiful. It's so sad.
It's so sad. I miss her a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Like a bullet? Oh, it's a. It looks like a sniper gun, a sniper bullet, a 40 caliber. Something. I don't even know if that's a sniper bullet. I don't even know what a 40 caliber is. I just heard it somewhere in a movie.
Wow. A few pieces of pottery that my mom collected from around the world are still here. I'm surprised they didn't all sell. I think this one is from South America, not sure which country. And this one's Japanese.
I've never even left the country. Why haven't we ever gone anywhere cool?
Niagara Falls isn't cool.
It isn't Japan.
Well, it's a lot easier to drive to Niagara Falls than Japan. Cheaper, too.
But wouldn't it be fun? Me and you, an intercontinental mother-daughter adventure?
Maybe an intra-continental adventure.
I'm thinking of a certain place. Somewhere warm and southwestern. Somewhere where, say, my own father currently resides.
Listen, we've discussed this. We're not going to Nevada to visit Penn. It's not gonna happen.
Well, what if I just went by myself?
By yourself? No way. It's a bad idea.
How come?
Why?
There's a bunch of reasons.
Like...
She's trying to keep her
Like,
from him.
I said so, and I'm your mother?
Bruh. I used to hate that reason. Whenever I asked my parents for stuff. It was actually mostly my grandma that came up with that. We would ask her for different things, or she would tell us not to do certain things. You'd be like, why, Grandma? Because I said so. That's not a really good reason.
What? No one bought this masterpiece? I'm downright offended. I made this when I was, what, 4?
At Frankenmuth.
Yeah, at that pottery demonstration they did. They'd call little kids up from the audience and show them how to do it. I was so excited. I was jumping up and down, waving my hand, because I knew that Grandma likes pots.
She kept it up on this display shelf with all her other pieces all those years since you gave it to her. Oh, honey.
It's okay.
Oh, she's sad. I don't want to keep it. It made me too sad. I'm going to hold on to it.
I think I'm gonna hold on to it. Grandma held on to it all this time. She wouldn't have wanted me to throw it away.
Exactly. Good on you. She's got a lot of pottery from different places. That box is definitely not going to hold that TV. I can tell you that much. It's going to snap at the bottom and break everything. I think I've checked out everything down here.
Oh, hey. It's August. Ugh, exhausted. The estate sale was a lot. But that's easy for you to say. Yeah, I remember. And the answer is still no. Well... The what? Oh, right. Right. Sorry, it hasn't exactly been at the front of my mind. Yeah, it's around here, somewhere.
What are we looking for?
No, it's fine. Okay. Love you. Bye. Unbelievable.
What did she say?
Nothing helpful.
Is she still not gonna help us with the house?
No. She was just calling to ask me to find some book of hers.
Any idea where it could be?
It must be upstairs somewhere, in your grandma's things. It has a red and black cover, white block lettering. I'll know it when I see it.
Okay, let's go.
On August called mom looking for some book that's important to her. For some reason, apparently it's probably somewhere upstairs. I've never had to move in my life. Like, I don't know how this must feel. When you're packing everything up, you're letting go of, you know, like all the memories that you've had in a certain place. You're going to somewhere new to start new memories. Like I never had that feeling before.
Oh, somebody bought Grandma's old writing desk?
And her typewriter. He said he was an advice columnist too, and wanted to use them for his writing. He said your grandmother was a real inspiration. He left a very nice note.
And a lot of money?
Well, it was just an old desk.
But it had sentimental value.
For us, maybe.
And for him, obviously. Can I see the note?
Sure.
Opal, your mother has always been an inspiration, not just to me, but to an entire generation of writers and readers. I can't tell you how much peace she's brought me over the years. To be able to write where she did, well, I hope a little of her magic crosses over to me. Yours, Ben Gerber.
Well, okay. I guess it's all right that he got it.
Glad you approve.
All right. All right. Nothing in here but hangers and boxes and stuff. How come I can't see myself? Okay. I want to see what that is.
Guess we can get rid of these.
Dang. Grandma's meds. It's my room. Nothing here. This must be Grandma's room.
Hey, Ma! Actually, maybe I should just put this back.
Sorry to hear that Mom's doing work. Yeah, don't give it to her. I've been thinking about her a lot. I know this is a sore spot, so it's the last time I'll bring it up. I really wish you'd let me help with Mom's medical bills. I get that you'd rather have me there in person to help, but I just can't get away from work long enough to make that happen. I'm sorry that money is the only thing that I can provide right now, but that's just the situation we're in. If you're stressed about everything you have to do, you can always send Tess down here for a weekend again. I love having her around. Call me if there's anything new with Mom. Love, August. So that's the aunt. Let's open these up. I think that's the book right there. Is that the book? No, that's a playbill.
I am the very model of a modern major general. La 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 da 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 mineral.
Oh, directed by Opal Devine. Nice. So, musical theater. It's a musical theater in the house.
What's this?
Oh, it's a hook pole thing to pull down the hatch to the attic.
Could August's book be up in the attic? With Grandma's things?
Could be.
Alright. We can go up there, but... you go first.
Found a weird hook pole thing. What the heck do you call these things anyway? Well, at any rate, I should be able to use this to pull down the steps to the attic. Well, where's the attic at? Oh, there we go.
Okay, come on up!
Damn, it's dusty. Now, where's that book? Okay, well, this is just creepy stuff. Why are these up here?
You'd rather they were downstairs?
Good point.
Imagine it just turns into like a horror game where these dolls are like killing you and stuff. Little do we know. Oh, check it out. I can't play it. That'd be dope if I could. Bowling trophy.
Grandpa Leo was a bowler? He and Dad have that in common.
My uncle's a
What
bowler.
do you mean?
Dad loves bowling,
No, he doesn't.
but he's always wearing those bowling shirts. Didn't he used to be in a league or something?
Honey, he just thinks those shirts make him look hip.
Bowling shirts?
Who wears bowling shirts to look hip?
Are you kidding? I thought he must have so much bowling pride that he wore those shirts around in spite of them being obviously not cool.
No. They're definitely a fashion statement. I think he got the idea from that movie Swingers.
This
Wow.
explains so much.
Like why you never once saw him actually bowl?
Yes.
Makes sense.
Whoa. Grandma's wedding dress?
I wore it on my wedding day, too.
Oh,
and you can wear it when you get married.
I'm not getting married. I think I'd want something more modern, definitely. If it looks good, I mean, I'd be down to wear it.
Definitely.
I knew you would.
Well, you didn't know.
Oh, I knew. I've always thought this was such a beautiful dress, and I'd always wanted to hand it down to you. Like your grandmother handed it down to me.
Those sound like you reasons.
Well, you just said you definitely want to wear it for your wedding, so I guess they're you reasons, too. What?
Everything's maybe sometimes I just say things you want me to say.
Mom, do you ever think that maybe sometimes I just say things I know you want me to say?
So you don't want to wear the dress?
I don't know. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna get married.
Well,
I just...
In the future, please don't patronize me. I don't want you to tell me something just because you think it's what I want to hear. You're better than that.
Better than that? I just... If I don't say what you want me to say, you don't take no for an answer.
Oh, we got an
So
argument.
when I asked if you wanted your grandmother's wedding dress, you said yes, but you meant no. I understand. You were just telling me what I wanted to hear.
Bro, how you gonna tell me why I said it?
I get it.
I genuinely said yes.
I mean... But it's a nice dress. It meant a lot to Grandma. And to you. Isn't that enough?
Oh, here we go.
What's under here?
Here, let me grab that. I'll put it up here to look through. Yeah, there's a bunch of old stuff in here. But...
Mom?
Hold on, it might still be here somewhere.
There's something...
There's a monster.
Maybe if your dad had read this, he wouldn't have stopped working at the video store.
Mom! What's in there?
Forget about August's book. We found a weird suitcase in a secret compartment in the attic. Did Grandma Helen hide it there? Why? The answers may lie within. Let's open it.
This is just some junk from the old summer house.
Your family had a summer house?
Well, it was more of a cottage, I guess. We spent the summers up there for a long time.
And you've never taken me to visit?
Well, I haven't been there since I was your age. We just stopped going one summer. The summer after my dad died. I think there were just too many memories there.
Oh my god.
What?
Aren't you seeing it?
Seeing what?
Right here! Behind them? That's a freshly covered hole.
Uh-huh.
It's obviously the location of the buried bootlegger gold.
In our backyard, you mean?
Indubitably.
Lady probably buried a bone there.
Dogs don't really do that. Only cartoon dogs do that.
Only cartoon dogs bury bones, but real-life bootleggers bury gold in people's backyards? In 1968?
It was a different time, Mother.
Sure.
Cool van, funky van, hip van, groovy van. I'd say groovy van.
Groovy van.
I did love that van. The engine died for good while we were visiting the summer home, and so I just turned it into my bedroom after that.
You slept in a broken down van?
Well, the summer house was small, and I always had to share a bedroom with August. When I realized I could have my own space just by sleeping out in the van, it was a no-brainer.
Did you, redo it to be like a bedroom inside?
Yeah. Your grandfather pulled the seats out for me, and I set up a little bed frame with a mattress and all sorts of posters and pillows and shelves and things like that.
Wow, that's actually cool. Could I do that? With our car?
No!
She wants to live van life.
Whoa. There was a crime spree?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, department stores and fancy clothing shops. Places kept getting robbed. The police couldn't figure out how the crooks were pulling it off. It went on for, well, I mean, it felt like months.
So what happened? Did they get caught?
Now that, I don't remember.
Another burglary last night in what state police are investigating as a series of crimes.
Grandma's sunglasses? Vintage. Can I keep them?
You think they're your style?
Yeah.
Sure. Just be careful with them.
I'll guard them with my life.
Recently, one of my daughters gave me a tremendous shock. She's married. Apparently, her college beau and her tied the knot without my knowledge. She claims that they wanted to skip the wedding to save for a home, but I'm very hurt by her exclusion. She knows that I have dreamed of a big wedding for a long time. How can I convince her that a marriage founded in secrecy will never last? Dang. That's kind of rough. Millie's a character. Pull it together.
Did Grandma write these?
During the last summer, we visited the cottage.
Was she okay?
Looks like her editor didn't think she was. It was only a year after my father died. I think Millie was still figuring things out, too.
It must have been hard.
I'm sure it was. They'd been married 20 years?
I meant for you.
Oh, right. I mostly just tried not to think about it.
That doesn't seem very healthy.
Not at all.
It got me through.
Yeah, but you're scarred for life because you didn't face your stuff you should have faced. You know what I mean? You can't run away from your problems.
Weird little rocks.
Ah, these little stones were from the stream near the summer house.
You painted them?
Me in August. The rocks from the stream were so smooth, but I forget why we painted them.
You were really that bored, huh?
There weren't many TV channels back then.
Tragic.
Nixon. The space for writing messages. We'll be together soon. I love you, and we're gonna live our new life together, free and happy. I remember those things. I used to want to visit these myself. Those big old fake dinosaurs.
Well, whoever this guy was, it sure seems like he and Grandma had something pretty intense going on. Was Grandma Helen... in some kind of secret relationship?
No! Not the Helen I knew.
Intrigue. Grandma, what were you up to?
She's a free spirit, man. This was back in the 70s when they were sleeping with everybody. Probably went to Woodstock, too. She's a freak.
Grandma's diary? Should we?
Oh, I don't think we should really...
Oh, Grandma wouldn't have cared. I'm dead. What difference does it make to me? I can hear her saying it now.
They think they are being good neighbors, but if anyone should know where the path of good intentions lead, it's these church ladies. The children carry on the best they can. Opal is caught up in her own teenage dramas as usual, almost as if it were any normal summer. August does worry me a bit. She's becoming caught more and more in her imagination. I wish I could help her, but there is so much I can't say. It is becoming a challenge keeping my correspondence with XXX concealed. It's only a matter of time till we're together again in person. But to hold it all inside, not tell a soul, it's almost too much. But he knows and I know soon enough the waiting will be over and this will all be in the rear view. Definitely a secret relationship. Forget about the past. Leo's dead. All that matters now is our future together. Dang. That's rough right there. Who wrote that? Talking about grandpa like that? Come on now. Whoa. Okay.
What is this? So, Grandma and this guy were definitely together before Grandpa died? And they were gonna run away together? You never heard about this?
No, this is...
And what is this key to? Why is it hidden in here?
something at the summer home, I assume?
Okay, well, now we've gotta go check the old place out. To find out who this mystery man was. Don't you want to know?
I don't know, Tess. We still have so much to do around here.
Come on. It'll be fun. An adventure.
I still need to call Tina at the theater and finish cleaning out the fridge.
Come on. We never get to do stuff together. You spend all your time at the theater, and I spend all my time in school. When was the last time we were able to do something? To talk?
Well...
You do want to know, don't you? I can see it, Mom. I can see it in your face.
You know, a little change of scenery would be nice.
Ha, that's the spirit.
We could spare a weekend before we have to move for a little road trip, right? To tie up some loose ends.
Right.
And some of those little towns along the way are great for antiquing.
Yeah, sure.
All right, it's a deal. Let's hit the road and see what we find.
Let's do it.
I could really use a break from all this, even if it's just for a weekend. Pack your overnight bag.
Yes!
And bring your homework. I don't need you falling behind at school.
What about August's book?
We can FedEx it to her when we get back.
Okay. A road trip! This is gonna be great.
We're on the road to the secret summer home to find out what's the deal with Grandma Helen's mystery man. Who knows what we might find? It'll be a while before we get there, though. Hey, Mom! Quick and stop. Pick up pot. I thought that was like pot as in pot. I can't pick it up. Text me back when you're around. Back when we had MapQuest and you had to follow directions with a piece of paper. I remember these days. That goes to show you how old I am. Before we had phones that had GPS and Google Maps on it, we had to print out directions and then make sure you don't miss a turn, because then there is no adjusting. What a wild time to be alive.
Is it okay if I turn on the radio?
I don't know how much signal we'll get, but yeah, sure.
When did you say the last time you were at this summer house was?
Oh, when I was, I guess, 15. Your age.
I'm 16.
I meant about your age.
So, a super long time ago. Wow. No one's been there since, like, the 19th century.
Ha ha.
What was the Industrial Revolution like?
Tess, I wouldn't know.
Did you ever meet Galileo?
Galileo? Alright,
Jesus. How old do you think I am?
she's doing a bit much.
I mean, I'm just estimating. It's a rough estimate. It's a rough estimate.
I'll say. It was the 60s, I think, summer of 68. 1968.
So, like, 35 years ago?
And you say you're bad at math.
What was it like?
The summer house?
And the Dark Ages, but yeah, the summer house.
I just always really liked it there. It was an escape.
From what?
Everything, I guess. School, town, same old. Every day just felt like it was hours when we were there.
Sounds really nice. So why did we never go?
I don't know. It was somewhere I always associated with being a kid. Yeah, we stopped going as a family when I was your age, and then I went off to college and then married your father.
Did Dad even know about this place? I can't imagine Dad passing up a free summer home where he could just hang out and do nothing all day.
Right, I would do
So
the
you're
same
saying
thing.
your father is lazy?
No, Dad's a hard worker.
Okay.
He'd work late at the video store all the time. He'd be there with the closing shift.
Watching movies on the store monitors.
You've got to have something on for the customers. Closing is a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
And he'd manage the schedules and store finances. He even made the window displays.
You're gonna have something smart to say.
Fine. Those were pretty cool. No. I mean, I guess there is a real reason I never told your father about the old summer place.
And that would
'Cause
be...
I knew he would never have put in the work to actually fix it up so we could use it.
It needed a lot of work.
Well, not last I saw it, but being unoccupied for decades out there in the middle of nowhere, it's got to be falling apart.
Still
It
be in
can
good
still
shape.
be in good shape. Maybe somebody's been, you know, keeping it up.
Who's somebody?
You hope squatters have been living
That's what I'm saying. Who's somebody?
Oh, like, you know, like shoe elves. I mean, it'd be nice if it were magically still in good shape, considering we need a new place to live.
To live in? Tess, I'm sorry, you couldn't live there, and not year-round.
Why not?
Well, it doesn't have central heat, or even really insulation. It's a summer home, not a winter home.
It's better than not having a home at
Well,
all.
it's better than not having a home at all, isn't it?
Okay, we're not gonna be homeless.
But we're getting kicked out of Grandma Helen's house. We don't have anywhere else to live.
We'll find a place. I don't know yet.
We're gonna be living in this car, aren't we?
No.
Van life.
Just like when you lived in that van.
Find an apartment.
Van
How
life.
are you even going to pay for an apartment?
Become some van life
The theater
YouTubers.
company,
Mother and
I
daughter.
know.
I thought you said it was underwater.
Then they become
Well,
YouTubers.
it's not doing great, but
Mom,
what?
we need money.
Don't crush your
Believe
dreams.
me, Tess. I know.
If Dad was still here,
Excuse me?
he could help. Pay for things.
If your father and I were still together, we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place.
Well, have you asked Dad if he could send back some money? To help?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
He doesn't have the money.
But Dad moved out west for work. What?
Maybe he
Don't
didn't.
laugh at me.
I'm not. It's just work. Sure.
Well, if it wasn't for work, then tell me why he moved.
Then what was it then? I think I deserve to know.
If he hasn't told you his side of the story, I'm not gonna step in and take that responsibility for him, like I always did.
Man, shut up.
We made all these decisions together. Do you not understand that? We made decisions that depended on us both, you know, sticking around. I didn't plan for any of this. You idealize your father, you know that? And I just don't really want to talk about it right now.
Fine. Let's never talk about it. Let's never talk about anything important.
Right. I wish you would just tell me what's going on. Oh. I'm pretty sure.
The radio station went away.
Yeah, we're pretty far out here.
Maybe I'll see if I can find anything else.
I think the phone was going off. Hey kiddo, sorry I missed your messages. Was in kind of a biz negotiation. What's up? Hey Dad, what's up? Not much. At work right now, but good to hear from you. He spelled here wrong. Good, making money. Would you be able to send some money back to help me and Mom? I don't know if Mom told you, but we are moving out next week. I think it's going to be hard for Mom to pay rent at a new place and stuff like that. Do you think you could send some money to, back to help? I'd love to, kid, but right now my liquid assets are all tied up in reinvesting at work. If I sent enough back that could help you, worth a damn, without it sinking my business out here, you know I would. But your mom's always been the smart one. She'll figure things out, don't worry. You understand, right, Pumpkin? Yeah. Did you tell your mom you bought the tickets? No. Me and Mom actually on a road trip right now. We are investigating a family mystery and are going to her old summer house. Can you believe it? Wow, you need to tell her, kiddo, or else I will. And you know she would freak out. Promise I'll tell her ASAP. I know you will. Love you. Actually have to get back to it now. Treat your mom nice, okay? Love you. See you soon.
Are you sending text messages to someone?
Yes, I am. What's it to you?
Yes? Yes, I am.
To who?
Your
It's
ex.
To whom, Mother? It was Dad.
Just getting his side of the story, huh?
No comment.
It's all right. Having a common enemy can help bring people together.
You're not my enemy. Or Dad's.
Sometimes it feels that way.
Well, it's not supposed to.
Oh, there's the van. It is kind of run down. This is very run down, actually.
Mom!
My God.
Are you okay?
I just didn't think it would still be here.
I mean, what do you think? It'd be
Mom.
demolished?
Well, it is. And it looks to be surprisingly well preserved.
I mean, I don't know about well preserved.
Well, it's not just like I remember it. A little more
Beat up.
Run down?
weathered than the last time I was here. But I guess I am too.
Want to start looking around?
Yeah.
Let's do it. This isn't exactly what I pictured when Mom said they had a summer home, but it's still pretty cool in a retro way. There's probably lots of cool old stuff inside from when Mom was a teen, and hopefully some clues to the identity of Grandma Helen's mystery man. Let us explore. Here's that van. Van life. This is definitely run down.
It's your groovy van. And it's locked.
Gotta keep all the groovy stuff in there secure.
Please tell me the keys are somewhere. I need to see what a lava lamp looks like after it just sits there mutating for 30 years.
They might have been... I can't remember.
Don't do this to me, Mother. I have to see how much tie-dye is in there. Please.
Oh, August was always trying to steal my keys so she could get in there and mess with my stuff. They're probably in her room.
Oh, the little criminal! All right, I'm on the case. The groovy stuff is so close, I can taste it.
The van that Mom turned into her bedroom when she was a teen is still sitting here, but it's locked. She says the keys might be stashed in August's room. Let's take a look around. Take a look around. Yeah, this place is kind of beat up, man. It's all rusted and busted. Got a doghouse back here. I don't want to go inside yet. Imagine there's like a dead dog in there. I don't know why there would be a dead dog in there.
What's in here?
That's just August's old room. Let's try and find some other way in.
Maybe there's another way in. Around back. Well, how do you expect me to get in? Want me to climb? I can't get in through this door. Can't climb up there. Oh.
Is this a trailer home?
It's a mobile home.
Yeah.
What did I just say?
They're not the same thing. A trailer home hooks up to the back of a truck and can be towed around. You can take it from place to place. A mobile home arrives on a trailer, like towed by a big truck.
Go on.
It's the same thing.
A mobile home doesn't have wheels.
Well, why didn't you just say that?
Well, I will admit it took me a moment to untangle the nuances.
Dang, it is dirty. It's probably moldy in here too. I don't think this would be safe to be in. Everything in here is super old, super rusty. Opal, I'm having so much fun. It's a total blast out here. Really, you have to come home. You have to come. I know you go out to your little summer house every year with your family, but I really think you should consider working at the park with me next year. It's all people our age running the rides and concessions and games. Plus, when the park closes, you can ride the rides as much as you want, as long as whoever's running it isn't a jerk. Promise you'll come with me next summer. How are things out in the sticks? Are you still working at the drive-in? If you don't have any luck with guys out there, wait until you come out here. The guys are unreal. I've seen stuff that would make your hair curl. Say hi to your family for me. I'm going to write you every week just like last year. Don't forget to write back. Your friend who is having lots of fun and wants you here desperately, Lori. So that would be Mom's friend.
Mom, you know what it sounds like. You had a Francine.
I guess I did.
I've never heard of Lori before. Are you still in touch with her?
It was short for Dolores. Maybe you've heard me talk about my old friend Dolores?
No, I don't think so.
I We haven't spoken in years. One of those friends you have in high school and then college happens and, you know.
That's never gonna happen with me and Francine. We'll still be friends when I'm as old as you. A very long time from now. Like, so long from now.
Wait, you're not implying I'm old?
I mean, you kind of are.
Of course not. But God, it's gonna be a long time from now.
Dirty dishes. Fallout and how you can be safe. What is this? Like a nuclear fallout? Fallout is nothing more than particles of matter in the air made radioactive by nuclear. Yeah. Dang. Fallout 4. A drawing by, who's this by? Opal?
Nightshade?
It was because he could only come out at night. Or stay in the shade, as I remember it.
Okay, well that's spooky as hell.
August was just a kid. She needed someone to talk to.
Did it have to be a freaky imaginary friend who lurked in the shadows?
I'm telling you, it's gonna turn into a
What
horror
about
game.
You or Grandma Helen?
Well, I was a teenager. I don't think I was the most, I don't know, compassionate at that age. I had my own problems.
If I had a little sister and Dad died, I'd be there for her to talk to.
It's different. You don't know what having a little sister is like.
Are you trying to say you were justified in not helping your little sister when she was grieving after her father died?
I helped. I did. I mean, we were all there for each other.
But
I could have used more help too. I don't think I had anything left to give. So August made a new friend for herself. One who would always listen.
and then it started haunting us for the rest of our lives, and that's why we left. Dirty plates. What is this? Oh, the church.
Sheesh, what happened here?
Looks like the wall gave way. Water damage, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
What is this thing?
It's the water heater.
Oh, that's why you said water damage. I get it, I'm following along. Well, it's not going anywhere now. Can we climb over it?
No! God, look at all that rusty metal.
I'm up on my tetanus shots, aren't I?
We're not risking it.
Well, what's that thingy back there?
It's a maintenance hatch for getting down into the crawl space under the house.
Is there any other way into the crawl space?
I think there's a way to get in from around the back. Why are you acting so excited?
Well, if we could get into the crawl space, we could climb back up out of that hatch and get over to that side of the mobile home to find more stuff.
I'm not sure why you're using the plural here.
And also, I really want to see if there's any cool, creepy stuff under there.
Like black widows and brown recluses?
Like a skeleton.
Listen, you can give it a peek if you want, but there is no way I'm crawling under there with you. You're on your own.
Hey, no problem. More cool, creepy stuff for me.
Freaking water heater fell through the wall and we can't get around it, but there's a weird hatch in the floor. Maybe I could go under the house, come up through there. There's access to the crawl space around back. Alright, we'll get there, Still want to explore the house a little bit more. Anything in the fridge? Now that's probably super rancid inside there. I don't want to know. I know I'm running from some... Okay, darling, I know I'm running from something, but I have never felt so free. I just crossed the border and I'm writing you from the desk in a room at a motel that's hidden off a little side road far from the main throughway. There's more driving to do before I find us a little place to settle down, but before long I'll have a return address for you to write back to. Don't miss me too much. Is this the guy? Yeah, this is definitely that mystery guy. From Canada.
Well, would you look at this? A postcard from the mystery man.
What was he running from?
The cops, the mob, his conscience.
His conscience?
I don't know if you can outrun your conscience by going to Canada.
You can if, I'm trying to think of a Canada joke. It's not working.
That's
Give it up. Just give it
I'll
up.
give you an A for effort.
Bested.
You're invited. August 18th, 7. Cindy and who? Marks? What is this for, though? Who knows? Yeah, I think I've checked out everything I can in here. So let's get to that crawl space. Here we go.
So this is how we get into the crawl space?
You keep saying we.
So this is how intrepid people with an innate sense of curiosity get into the crawl space?
Among other personality traits, yes.
Fine then. I'll go it alone. You're probably too frail to get in here anyway. Those creaky knees of yours.
She's roasting her mom this whole
Okay,
game,
into
dude.
the filthy crawl space you go.
See you on the other side.
Could never be me with my mom. I'd probably get it. I'd get a whooping if that was me. We got tables under here. Nothing of interest over there. Let's see what this is.
Ooh, this is good. Mom's gotta see this.
I'm writing you from our new home right on the water. I was looking and looking and I realized there's no better home for us than one we could just pull up, anchor, and split if we really needed to. So I bought us a houseboat. It's really something else. I bought it from an older fellow who'd kept it perfect and was just done having to maintain it in his autumn years. There's a rumor they're going to dam this river up, but that's a long time coming if it happens at all. Now, just to get you and the kids moved up here, I hope it's been a good summer. Right back, discreetly, and let's make plans for the big move. Something I've learned since Leo died is that being loaded with cash is the only way to live. Was he loaded? Get ready to leave all your worries behind. Interesting. Interesting. And I think the crawl space, yes,
Mom,
right here.
I found a way in. Hang on, I'll open the back door. Hey, Mom, I found something. Look, look.
Another letter.
He wanted to live with Grandma on a boat. Maybe we can figure out where the boat was by looking at the photo.
It looks like, well, it looks like a boat.
A houseboat.
Can't see much of the surrounding area.
It's near trees? Maybe we can look for some of those.
A place in Canada
With trees.
That narrows it down.
Oh, we've got a map.
What's this about?
Oh, that was the town where my boyfriend Kurt lived. You know, we were a summer thing, but we were planning on how we could keep seeing each other once we both went home after the summer. I guess I was feeling pretty lost. I latched onto him and held on tight. He became my plan for how I would be okay.
And that didn't work out?
I mean, clearly not.
Yeah, like these things often do.
So how'd you end up with Dad?
Sorry?
Well, you didn't end up with Kurt. How'd you end up with Dad?
Oh, it was a lot of years later that I met your dad. After college, I moved back to Greenville for my bookkeeping job. It was actually when I was in one of the first plays I performed in at the Andromeda. Your dad was in the audience. He hung around outside the stage door after the show and he flagged me down. He said there was a problem with the production. He was so distracted by my beauty that he couldn't pay attention to anything else going on in the play.
Aw, that's so romantic. It's like something out of a rom-com.
I found it endearing at the time. He was very persistent.
Was Dad big into local theater?
No.
No.
He was into you.
He told me later that he'd actually been at the play on a date with someone else.
Oh, wow.
He told her he needed to head home, then hung around the theater to talk to me.
Bruh, he's a player.
Wow. Bold. Did you find that endearing?
Maybe
I guess at the time I found it flattering. And a little funny.
maybe the dad did the same thing to
Should've
her.
realized it was a red flag.
Yeah. He left them to go where he's at now. That's why she was like, yeah, sure, for work. He left to go to work, quote unquote. But he probably went out there to go meet another woman just the same way that he did with her mom.
Wait, are you saying Dad cheated on you?
Oh, God, no. No.
No?
Just, it's a sleazy move.
So, not the kind of thing Kurt would have done?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm still not convinced. There's something she's keeping about the dad.
Do you remember... Well, did it seem like Grandma wanted to...
Leave my father? I mean... I guess when I was around your age, I started wondering why they were together in the first place. They didn't seem to...
Make sense together?
Yeah.
Huh. I remember when I started wondering that about you and Dad. Why you were together. You're both so different. Did you used to have more in common?
Well, when you're together at first, everything about each other is new. It can cover up a lot of things. But when you get used to each other, that's when it can be hard. But sometimes, by that point, it's too late.
Too late?
Because you're already married or you already have a kid?
Because you have a kid?
Well, that can be one factor.
So you think you and Dad would have split up a lot sooner if I wasn't around? Well, I'm sorry I held everything up, okay? Maybe you would have been happier if you hadn't been stuck with Dad for so long.
Honey, that's not how it is. It's not as simple as that. And it's not because of you. There's a lot more to it.
Well, explain
We'll talk
it.
about it someday.
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 Not today.
Then when?
Never.
Not today.
Boo. Stop hiding
Go
stuff.
mechanics. Oh man, I forgot that August had this. I let her keep it when I moved into the van.
But August didn't even go to Ford State.
She almost did. We were both so excited to, growing up. Don't you remember Grandma talking about how much she loved it?
I remember her talking about how sexist it was.
Yeah, well, everything was sexist back then. But we're a Ford State family. You'll be a triple legacy.
I'm not going to be a triple legacy. I don't even know if I want to go to college. Yeah, I guess.
I don't even know if I want to go to college.
What do you mean you don't know if you want to go to college?
I mean, I don't
Of course you're
want to go.
I can make my own choices.
What kind of choice is that? To be broke?
I'm
Bro.
not gonna be broke. I've been working really hard on my design business. And August didn't go to college.
August was lucky. She's talented, but she's also lucky.
When I'm 18.
Look, I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's not a discussion.
Fine.
The mom is constantly avoiding conversations and avoiding problems. And that's kind of getting on my nerves. I wish that they would have these conversations out, because the more that she runs away from this stuff, the more it's just going to continue to pile up and things never get solved. You have to be willing to talk things out, man. I know it's a video game, but in real life, that's how I feel. I feel like people that don't talk about things just end up creating more problems for themselves.
Oh my god, Aunt August. I have so many questions.
A Ouija board, bruh. She's a witch. I'm telling you. There's gonna be a jump scare in here at some point. You were upset often after what happened today, and that's all right. I probably should have read it before I... You needed time to yourself instead of talking to me, and that's all right too. But as upset as you are, you need to remember boys only tease girls because they like them or because they're different. You cannot control the... I can't read that. The something of others, but you can discourage it through your own appearance and behavior, or learn to play along. It's time to grow up now. I know you will. Love, Mother.
I don't know if I agree with this advice. This doesn't sound very Millie to me.
Millie was just a character, honey.
I know, but didn't she usually give advice Grandma would have given? How could you tell a little kid that getting picked on was their own fault?
I don't know if that's what she meant.
It's right here.
That's what it
She's
sounds like.
if people are mean to you, you should change. What, the bullies are right? She never told me that kind of thing when girls were being mean to me at school. She just told me to be myself.
I guess... Well, maybe if Mother could have gone back and given August the advice she gave you instead, she would have.
I hope so.
It's the thing, though. We can't go back. We can't go back. Our decisions are our decisions. Another map. Looks like the hand of August. This looks like the hand of a bootlegger.
I knew it!
Knew what?
This map could only be the directions to the lost bootlegger gold.
Tess, this was clearly drawn by a child.
Perhaps it was a particularly childlike bootlegger.
Seems more like August to me.
Looks like she was just playing buried treasure. Do you think there'd be anything there to dig up that was left behind? It'd be like a time capsule.
Maybe she was gonna come back for it later. It was her first investment.
She got started early. I don't know. Let's just go see what it is.
Found a map to buried treasure in August's room. Could it be the fabled bootlegger gold? Probably not, but it might be something cool. The X marks the spot near the doghouse. All Alright, so we gotta go to the doghouse. We still have to find this key, though. Somewhere in this room. I think I just found it. I think I just found it. If you'll let me pick it up, please. Let me get the key. Take that.
Aha! This must be the key to the van. Oh, how fun. Wait, did they not get to use these?
State Fair.
No video games back then, I guess.
Nope.
Poor, deprived kids.
I remember these days. Like, we had Sega, Nintendo, and stuff, but we still played a lot of board games back in the day. Especially, we used to go out to the mountains for the winter time. What's in here? The Mean Boys by August Devine. One day, August rode her bike to town because of how sunny it was. Because it was sunny, her friend Nightshade had to follow behind her under the tree because he lives in the shade and shadows and can't go in the sun. August laughed as Nightshade ran along under the trees, and she and Nightshade made jokes together. When August and Nightshade go to the town, there were boys outside the general store. They saw August's special tie that made her safe, but it didn't make her safe from them. The Mean Boys came closer. They said, "Who are you talking to? And what are you wearing, stupid?" August said, "My dad's tie." The Mean Boys said, "Your dad must be stupid." August was crying, but the Mean Boys didn't care. They laughed and laughed. August looked for Nightshade, but Nightshade couldn't help because he was wrapped in the shade under the tree far away. When the Mean Boys went away, August went under the tree with Nightshade. August's special tie was all dirty. She gave Nightshade a hug to feel better, but it didn't help enough.
Poor kid. Did she get made fun of a lot? At school and stuff?
I think she got picked on when she was little, but she toughened up. I guess right around this age, when we came back from our last summer trip.
What changed?
I don't know.
Anything else? No. There you go. Open that door. Now let's go to the doghouse, which was, yeah.
You ready to unearth this mystery?
You are really getting into the mess on this trip. Crawling through old crawl spaces, digging in the dirt.
It's for the sake of the adventure, Mom.
Don't let me stop you.
Is that Nightshade? In August, underneath the tree? What is this? Tie? Goodbye, Nightshade. Thank you for being my friend. I'll miss you.
So this is where August buried her feelings.
Mom! Come on, it's sad. What?
I don't know. Maybe we should keep it. Maybe August would want it.
I think so too.
We can just put it in the car.
Welcome back, Nightshade.
Turns out the real treasure was the friends we made along the way. JK, it was actually the grave of August's imaginary friend, Nightshade. I feel kind of bad for disturbing it. It's alright. I think she'll appreciate it. Because I don't think she's ever going to come back out here. She clearly made it abundantly clear.
Oh, it's everything I'd imagined. It's got an ugly lamp, an acoustic guitar, a concerning scent of mold?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you expect? It's been under this carport for 30 years. That's why I'm not coming inside.
Boo.
Okay, I'll just look around and get out. It is kind of gross in here.
Not before I have a look around.
Wow. Brutal, Lori. Brutal. But kind of fair.
Dear Opal, are you getting my letters? I haven't heard back from you since you told me about Kurt. I've been writing you every week. I knew this was going to happen, where she wasn't writing her friend back. Things at the park are lame. All the fun people left, and now it's just me, Gordon, and the dorks from Sandusky. If I don't get anything back, I'm just going to assume you're too preoccupied with Kurt to write me. At least one of us is having fun. I'll talk to you when school starts, I guess, unless I'm too busy. It is fair.
Wow. Mom was even into theater back then. Huh.
What's this?
Find anything?
Nope.
I mean, that's a lie. You did find something.
Did you do these with Grandma?
No, August did. I never had a green thumb. She loved helping my mother in the garden.
Really?
Why do you say it like that?
I don't know. Can you picture August getting her hands dirty out in the garden now?
I guess not. But if my mother was ever out in the garden, she was out there with her, helping the best she could. I remember one year, maybe when she was 6, she started crying so hard when it came time to pick the berries and vegetables. But the plants worked so hard growing them. You can't just take them.
Aw. Well, now I feel bad for the plants.
She was a sensitive kid.
So am I. So what happened? To August. She doesn't seem so sensitive now.
Oh.
Life
happened,
yeah.
I guess.
There was another... Oh, the door's already open. So, is that everything? Oh, I haven't been in here yet. Next time, let both your tempers simmer down before you try to make amends. Confidential to the precious stone. You're young, idealistic, and you trust easily. You have an open heart and a lot of pain to heal. Don't let someone who's more flash than substance take advantage of that. Looking for advice? Write to Millie. Oh, wait.
Precious stone?
Grandma was writing advice to rocks.
What is this? Advice for rocks?
No, dingus, that message was for me.
Oh, right.
My mother was against me and Kurt being together from the start. To be fair, I would go off to who knows where with him and sometimes not come back till the morning. Now I
Heck
understand
no.
how worried she must have been. as a mother.
You were a bad kid? Do you ever thank your lucky stars I'm not a bad kid?
I don't know. You and Francine can stay up pretty late.
Playing The Sims and eating pizza rolls.
Yeah, you kids are wild these days.
Oh, wow. Look at them legs. She got legs.
Now, what is this?
During the summers when we'd come here, I had a summer job as a waitress at the drive-in.
Mom was a hot
On
commodity,
roller
bro.
skates? Like in the movies?
Yeah, I guess. If those movies were based on reality, you know.
You're cute.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, please, Mom, stop. You were cute then, and you're
You're a MILF.
hot, Mom. According to the boys at school, you are my hot mom.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't know about this?
No! I am not.
She's all flattered. She just doesn't want to admit it.
It's great having all the boys at school talking about how hot your mom is. It's great. Regardless, this photo of you is real neat, and I think we should keep it.
Sure. Why not?
I agree. Uh-oh, what's that? Opal, I thought I was the one who was going to have all the fun this summer before Kurt. I'm so jealous. A Casanova with a motorcycle. Geez Louise. I've never even been on a motorcycle. I've been seeing this boy named Gordon here. He's not as fun as Kurt, but he's cute and really sweet. He runs the log flume and he's into model airplanes and ham radio. No motorcycle for me. Write back soon and tell me everything. I need something to read before Gordon bores me to death talking about planes. Your very best, long fluming, non-motorcycling friend, Lori. Notice how it's in the trash, though? She didn't write her back. She just threw her stuff away. That's not so great. Is that it? I feel like that's it. Is there more? What am I missing?
Find anything?
Nope.
Oh, there we go.
What's in here?
That was my mom and dad's room. Well, just my mom's room last we were here.
Well, dang it. That door's stuck.
I think... Look, we could twist the latch open if... I think I could get this open with a flathead screwdriver.
Awesome. Where's one of those?
Oh, I had a little toolkit in the glove box of my van.
Nice.
Aha. Door to Grandma Helen's room is broken, but it's going to take more than that to keep me from snooping. Mom said we might be able to jimmy it open with a little screwdriver she kept in her van.
Holy shit.
Uh-oh. Babe, this summer's been real out here, but I've got to split. I'm not hip to another winter with snow. I'm on my bike headed to Cali. Look me up if you're ever out that way. Dang, he just up and left? Hit me up if you're ever... Wow, okay. We'll take that.
Find anything?
Well, I found, this. You guys didn't just drift apart at the end of the summer, did you?
It's kind of glitched.
I came to work at the diner one night, and they said someone had left a note for me. And it was this stupid thing.
That sucks, Mom.
I just felt like such an idiot. I'd put all my energy into planning how we'd be able to stay together, planning how our life was going to be, planning how he'd be the answer for how I was going to be okay. And then one day, this. I don't know if I've ever cried as much as I did for the week after I got this.
Seems like an asshole. Seems like maybe he just wanted something different than you. Nah.
Seems like an asshole.
Hey, language.
But he was.
All right, you're not wrong. There was a lesson I should have learned that summer. You can't rely on other people.
What?
If you put your trust in other people, if you expect them to be there for you, one day they won't be.
So you shouldn't have friends or relationships? Oh, you're right.
So what? You shouldn't have friends or relationships?
Well, no, I just mean you can care about other people, but you have to be ready for them to go away. And be okay on your own when they do.
Are you... You're making it sound like... Are you saying Dad left you? I thought you said you both agreed to get divorced.
Nah, he left for another woman.
Well, either way, he's not here, is he?
Mom, what happened? With you and Dad splitting up? He always makes it sound like you wanted him to leave, but...
He does?
I mean,
If he's telling you I wanted this, See? This is why you need to be okay on your own. If you're fine on your own, when they leave, you don't have to feel this way. Remember that.
I guess.
Well... I've got the screwdriver.
Good. That's good.
Let's hope the game doesn't glitch out like that, because it kind of made the cutscene pretty bad to watch.
Ah, door. We meet again. But this time, I'm ready for you.
Hey, good work.
Thanks, Mom.
Let us explore. Nothing here, nothing here. open any of these? Nope. Some pottery.
Ah, my mom loved this desk. I remember when she brought it home from the flea market.
Jeez, how many desks did Grandma have?
Kind of a lot, I guess. I mean, she was a writer. She liked to move around.
Well, let's see what she was hiding in here. Ugh, it's locked. This gives me an idea.
Screwdriver. The little key from Grandma's Oh, yeah!
The little key? From Grandma's diary?
Right.
Oh. Sympathy card. Our condolences. Our thoughts are with you. Janet and Michael Richards. With our deepest sympathies. Thoughts are with you, Helen. So sorry to hear about your loss. Please let me know if there's anything we can do. The Saltzmans. Helen, you can't just leave me here. I did all this for you, all for you. And those are my kids too, you know. I have a right. Pierre? Who's... Wait, and it's Canada.
What's that?
What? I'm sorry. What?
What does he mean? When he says those are his kids? Was Grandpa Leo not your real dad?
Oh, man.
Could that have been why he was trying to run away with you and August and Grandma Helen?
I can't even imagine.
Look, Mom. Look. This one. This note. It has a return address. Pierre Lautrec. Box 9, Hop 2 Lake, Carndale, Ontario. We should go check it out.
What? No.
No? But...
Tess, we already drove however many hours up here and dug around getting dirty and all this stuff.
You didn't do anything!
Taking us to Canada based on some return address from over 30 years ago. We have the rest of the house to pack up, and I still need to call the electric company to schedule our end of the service, which I probably should have done sooner, and...
Mom, stop.
It's your father we're talking about here. It's about who you really are. This house, the house can wait a day. This can't.
This is your father we're talking about here. It's about who you really are. It's about who I really am. Was my grandfather really my grandfather? Who was this guy? Who are we? These are big questions, Mom, and you're just gonna turn around and drive home?
Okay, listen.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not doing this because of your sterling rhetorical skills. You didn't win this one.
Shut
I just happen to agree with you. I do want to know who my mother might have been mixed up with, and why she never told me about it, and who my real father is. And if we go check out this address, we might find nothing. But we might find something. So if one more day of driving is all it takes to find out one way or the other...
Then why not, right?
Right.
Glad I could convince you.
No, you just happen to be right.
Exactly. Glad you came around to see things my way in the end. Okay, should we get going? It's getting dark.
Yeah. Let's find somewhere to stay for the night. We'll look up directions. Get back on the road in the morning.
Hotel night. We're getting room service. Thank you, Mom. Best weekend ever.
But we didn't find that hidden fortune you were so excited about.
Yeah. Maybe it's on the other side of the border.
Maybe. Come on, let's get out of here.
What the heck? It's Pierre Latry. Is this Pierre Latry guy's Now look, is this Pierre Latree guy mom's real dad? Scandal. We found an address for some place in Canada. We've got to check it out. Time to hit the road. Not before. I just checked this real quick. Darling, now wait. It sounds like someone's getting cold feet all of a sudden. We had a plan. Leo dies, I make tracks for the border, and when the dust settles, you follow me. This doesn't work if only one of us makes tracks. I've got everything you could ever hope for up here. A place of our own, a quiet little town where nobody knows our names, and a pile of cash that'll keep us going till who knows when. What was this guy doing where he has this big pile of cash? I mean, it kind of sounds shady. The kids will love it too. What kid wouldn't want to live on a boat? Get these silly ideas out of your head. Get back on track and we'll be together soon. Or no, this was from the grandma. Was it? No, this was sent to the grandma. Yeah. Oh, wait. Wait.
Would you have loved living on a boat?
I don't think so. I wonder what age he thought I was. He couldn't have thought a teenage girl would want to... Wait. I hadn't even thought of that. My mother was just gonna take me and August, and we were all gonna run off to Canada? I mean, of course she wasn't just gonna leave us behind, but...
Sounds like Grandma had some big plans worked up.
Well, look, he said she started having cold feet. And she must have written him back and said she wasn't sure if she could come after all.
You think she realized that maybe her kids wouldn't have been so happy moving onto a boat with some random man in Canada? Can I start calling him Canada Man?
Canada Man.
You can call him whatever you want. This is so strange.
Love makes you do crazy things.
It sure does.
Grief.
Both?
Is there a key in here too? All right, let's get out of here. Probably took the long way around. Oh no.
All right. Time to order that room service.
This is not the kind of place that has room service. I'm sorry.
What?
Hotels do room service. This is a motel.
Just like the summer place was a mobile home and not a trailer.
Right. But the other way around. But there's a restaurant and lounge right next door, though. I'm gonna head down there and get us dinner, okay? And I'm going to have a cocktail while I wait. It's been a long day. I'll be back with something to eat soon.
Well, all right. That's almost like room service.
What do you want to eat?
Oh.
A burger.
Burger?
Yeah.
Burger it is. Do your homework.
I know I shouldn't have brought my backpack on this trip. Now Mom expects me to do my homework. Well, I guess there's not much else to do. Cooped up in this motel room. Her cell phone just vibrated. I don't know how I'm supposed to check it.
Oh, how lovely. Dirt-flavored water. No thanks.
TV doesn't work. There's the phone. Let me check the phone. You never know. People might leave money in here or something. Hey, Tessa Bear. Hope you had a good day. Busy with some work late tonight, but we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thinking of you always, Dad. Hi, Dad. What's up, Tessa Bear? Nothing. Just gonna cross the Canada border soon. Wanted to say hi. Canada? What for? We found some clues in Grandma and Grandpa's old summer house, and we think there might be more to find at another place across the border. So we're going to check it out. Do they even have passports to be crossing the border like that? Did they really think to plan ahead? Like, let's bring our passports with us. I don't know if it works like that. Tess, are you hunting for bootlegger gold without me? Haha, maybe. We're going to see what we find. Can't wait to hear all about it once you're back and to get my cut of the action. Can't wait to talk to you too. I had a question. It's about you and Mom. I feel a bummer incoming, but okay. Well, you always said Mom wanted you to leave, and that's why you're not living with us anymore. But Mom said you were the one that wanted to leave. I'm so confused. She said that, huh? Well, I'd say it was mutual, kid. But I had a big opportunity out here, and I had to take it. I understand why your mom didn't want to come along, and that's okay. That's why you left home and quit Video Galaxy and everything? It's not the same without you here or at the store. I'm sure the store's even better without me. Who wants their dad there as boss? But you made the store so fun. The window displays and a Halloween costume contest and movie quote trivia. The new manager's just boring. So what is your big opportunity out there? Well, you know I headed out here for a new business venture, and I'm in the investment stage. Can't wait to tell you more about it, but just wouldn't feel comfortable till I know it's going to pan out. Just want to make sure everything's perfect for when I tell you more. Understandable. Remember when you were little and worked on that book and you drew for me for weeks and wouldn't let me peek at it till it was all done? This grammar, bro, it's giving me a hard time. I still got that book right here with me, and you didn't want me to see it till you had it all perfect. This is just like that. You still have that? Yeah, I'd never part with it. No way, no how. I just don't want to disappoint you by jumping the gun. You understand that, don't you, kiddo? Yeah, I can't wait to hear more. Soon, I hope. Gotta get back to it. Love you, Tessa Bear. Love you too. Text Francine. Hey, Frankie, we survived the abandoned summer home. And how haunted was it? Very. Oh my God. How many ghosts did you see? Excuse me. Nothing but ghosts. The place was packed full of them. Dang, I want to see a ghost. Speaking of spooky, how did your mom react to you telling her about Nevada? Shut up. I didn't tell her. Why are you so obsessed with that? You need to tell her. What if she doesn't let you go? I'm gonna. And she will let me go. I don't know about that. Just do it now. Okay, I will when it's the right time. When? See, she's just like her mom. She's beating around the bush, won't get to the point, won't tell people stuff when they should know it. She learns from the best. I don't know. So, did you find out what you were looking for? Yes and no. We're headed up to Canada tomorrow. What? Yeah, we found some stuff about who my grandpa might have really been. We're gonna see if we can find out more about him. What? You might be part Canadian? Yo, 1/4 maple syrup running through my blood. I'll call and tell you about it when we're home. Reception is bad out here. We're in a weird little motel for the night. It's pretty cool. It's old and vintage, and my mom's getting me a burger from the bar. That's awesome. Well, have you looked around the motel? Is there anything weird in there? Probably. If I find anything weird, I'll text you about it. Put phone in pocket. Francine wants to hear about the weird stuff in here. I should text message her if I find anything interesting. That tells me I should probably look at this Bible. Maybe there's another random thing in here. No? Nothing weird, nothing weird.
Ooh, a visitor's guide. Oh.
Okay. Oh, I got to text Francine. There's a brochure about things to do near here. What you got there? Sailing, a bride, farm festival, historic downtown. What's so historic about downtown? Mostly that it's old, I'm guessing. Wow, sounds incredible. Yeah, a lot to do before we leave. Try not to have too much fun. All right. Can't open this one. There we go. I already checked everything in here.
Oh yeah, definitely stealing these. Notify the blah blah blah. Be aware. Da, da, da. Be sure. Da, da. Got it.
Oh, what is this? Fluoxetine. Bro, she's taking fluoxetine. This is an antidepressant. How would I know? Because I'm also taking fluoxetine. I'm taking fluoxetine myself. Wow. Okay. Okay. I just found some pills in my mom's suitcase. Ooh, what kind? Fluoxetine? I don't know what that is. Yeah, me either. Well, I sure do. Maybe stop snooping in your mom's stuff. She's depressed. My mom's sleep shirt. What's a sleep shirt? At some point, adults get them. They're from a concert or a college. Which is this? My mom's college. That's cool. I don't know. I think I might go right to work after high school. My mom would explode, though. You're gonna hate this. What? Your mom is right. You should go to college. You can do your ideas after. School is long. I'd be 1,000,000 years old when I graduate. Yeah, but so will the boys. 1,000,000-year-old boys? Mummies, yes. I will shut up, but you should go. You're too smart. You need to show them. Dang, she's taking fluoxetine, bro. Let's do homework.
Hey, it's burger time. How's that homework coming along?
Fine. How was the restaurant?
Overpriced. But I guess that's the price you pay for convenience. Here's your burger.
Thanks.
Enjoy. I'm gonna call August.
Tell her I said hi.
August? Guess where I am? At a motel in Powhatan. Tess and I took a little road trip. She says hi. We paid a visit to the old summer house. You remember the summer house? Mobile home. Yes, it's still there. Anyway, we came away with some questions about Mom and Dad.
This burger is my rival and I will defeat it. Ooh, that burger looks good. Though I have vanquished the mighty burger. You can hear her talking. Increased turnout, what? At Andromeda. Improve word of mouth, what? T-shirts? Posters in local schools. Actors, directors give lectures. Lectures. Found a note my mom wrote on a bar napkin. Uh-oh, what's it say? It's notes about her theater, like how to get more people to go. Thought a bar napkin would be more interesting. Business must be worse than usual. These ideas are tame. We need to punch it up. We run down the street launching fireworks, yelling, theater! I get my plane to spell out "C plays in the sky." We go to an elementary school play and boo better acting. Better acting at Andromeda. Whoa. What? Kids bounce back. I'm envisioning the backstage mom rage. Maybe napkin thoughts win. Alright, let's go finish our homework.
Do you think... Could Dad have... Yeah, she's here. Hold on. She wants to talk to you. I'm going out for a smoke. Back in a few.
Hello, Teresa.
Hi, Aunt August.
This is all... It's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one word for it.
How do you feel about it?
Pretty exciting, pretty depressing. I don't know what to think.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Me neither. It's so surreal.
I can't imagine Grandma having an affair, but I also don't think she would have if it wasn't the right thing to do.
Yeah. It seems pretty out of character, but she was an interesting person. My dad... I was still pretty young when our dad died. For your mom, I think this is all a lot harder on your mom than on me. I never really knew him.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. I've spent enough on therapy to almost be over it. Did you guys find anything out there? I haven't been since we were kids.
Nightshade.
We found your old friend, Nightshade.
Oh, Nightshade. I'd forgotten about him.
Kind of a spooky name.
Yeah, I was a spooky kid. You know, our dad dying really did shake me up. Nightshade was to try and fill that void, I guess.
That must have been hard.
Yeah. What about the house? What was it like?
It was pretty beat up.
Yeah. I'm surprised it was still standing.
I guess part of me hoped we could just move out there.
Move out there? Oh my gosh. You're breaking my heart. you'd rather live in the middle of nowhere than in Chicago?
What?
With me, in the townhouse. Didn't your mom say?
No.
Nope.
What about Mom?
Of course she didn't say. She doesn't say
Of
anything.
course, both of you, but she doesn't want to.
What do you mean?
She... Look, you should talk to her about it.
Nobody talks to each other.
Why didn't...
Oh, hold on. Work is calling. I gotta go. Love you, Teresa.
Love you too, Aunt August.
Hey, I've got to help my dad with dinner. Have a good drive to Canada. Don't let the moose bite.
And Jocelyn is looking at him, and it's so obvious that she forgot her line, and of course she did, because she only got off book a few days before, and he's just staring at her.
Uh-huh.
And Todd needs her to say it, otherwise the whole scene makes no sense, and it's dead quiet. It's opening night! And so then she just says, "Who are you? The Pirate of Penzance?" Tess,
What?
are you even listening to what I'm saying?
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm listening.
Clearly not.
If you want to just drive quietly for a while, that's fine. I can do that.
This drive is so freaking boring. I wonder what's going on with Dad and Francine. Let's check.
Wait, where's my cell phone? Did I leave it in my backpack? Oh no.
What?
My cell phone. I left my cell phone at the hotel.
Are you sure?
Yes, I looked everywhere. It's not in the glove box. It's not in my backpack. I don't have the charger either. I must have left it on the charger at the hotel. We have to go back and get it.
Tess, we have been driving for over an hour already. We are not driving all the way back to the motel just so you can have your phone for one day.
Bro,
You don't understand.
not just for one day. I mean, it might be gone if we don't go back for it. Francine is going to be worried about me. I just need it.
It might be gone if we don't go back for it.
I'm sure it'll be in the motel Lost and Found. We can pick it up on the way home.
Bro,
Mom, we have to turn around. We haven't been driving for an hour.
Yes, we have. We left 1 hour and 18 minutes ago.
Well, we can drive faster on the way back.
I am not breaking the speed limit and getting pulled over and getting a ticket because you can't wait till tonight to get
You know, I wouldn't have left my phone there if it wasn't for you. You were lying to me, and I was so distracted. And now you won't even go back. And
Hold on. I was lying to you? When was I lying to you?
you never told me about the pills you're taking. You didn't tell me. Yeah, I want to know about the pills.
you never told me about the pills you're taking.
What pills? Did you go through my suitcase?
Yeah, that's where I found them. Flu, oxy, something. What are those?
What business is that of yours? You went through my stuff? Yeah. Yes, it's Prozac, Tess. But since you apparently need to know, with everything going on, I need a little help, and I'm not ashamed of it. But I am very disappointed
Understandable.
for violating my privacy.
I'm sorry. I probably should have picked the other
So
thing,
that's what
but
this is about? My prescription medication?
nah, it's more than that.
No. You didn't tell me we could stay with August. Why would you just lie to me and say August was unwilling to help us?
I didn't lie. She doesn't want to help. Helping would be buying the house, and when I asked, she said no.
But she offered to let us stay with her.
And I said no. There's a million reasons why that's a bad idea.
At least we'd be sleeping in a bed and not a car.
Right.
We aren't gonna sleep in the car. I'll figure something out.
Aren't you concerned? We have no plan. You have no plan.
I have a plan.
She doesn't have a plan.
Money might be tight.
She's flying by the seat of her
I don't have a
pants.
job.
If you and Dad were still together, where do you think we'd be right now? Why are you disinterested in my business? Why don't you like August?
Why don't you like August?
Excuse me? Where did you get that idea?
You always act like she's a pain when she's just trying to help. It's like you're jealous of her.
First of all, I am not jealous of her. It's a lot easier to make money when you live by yourself, especially if you're so far away. Your own family is an afterthought. I had to do all
she's
the work.
salty.
August just stayed in Chicago.
You're making her sound so selfish. She's not like that.
You've never lived with her, Tess. It's not gonna be like your little vacation. August thinks she knows what's best for everyone. I can't be around someone like that
I feel like the mom is the problem.
Imagine what that feels like. Do you think you're the only person with problems and the rest of us are just running around doing whatever? You're exhausting. No wonder Dad left.
Ooh, whoa.
Why can't we talk about Dad?
She didn't have to go there.
Dad for once. The divorce, the...
I don't want to have this discussion right now.
You never want to have the discussion.
You don't want to have this discussion? I'll just find out when I go to Nevada.
Wow.
When I see Dad when I go next month.
You're not going to Nevada next month.
Yes, I am. I already have the tickets.
What do you mean? With what money?
From my business, I'm going...
From your business. I can't believe you. That you would go behind my back?
If you just told me what was happening, I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't have to ask Dad to tell me the truth.
The truth? Please. Oh, so that's what this is all about, huh? You want to know what's the truth? Fine. Here's the truth. The divorce wasn't mutual.
Bingo. Bingo.
Your father announced he was going to Reno to become a full-time gambler and expected me to say, "Oh, sure, honey. Feel free to abandon me and my daughter and dying mother to try out your next get-rich-quick scheme."
Ouch.
What kind of person would think a marriage could work with that kind of distance? So then I have to be the bad guy, just like always. He gets to run away and be the fun parent, and I have to be the mean mom and do all the work. So I divorced him. I'm sure he's just as proud of his new job as I am, and that's why you're hearing about it now. So sure, go to Nevada, ask him all about it. I'm sure he'll tell you the truth.
Yikes. Not only did I lose my phone, but I got in a fight with my mom. This sucks. I guess now we're just going to sit here in silence until we get to this stupid houseboat. What a fun road trip. That was sarcastic. Bum. You bum.
It's a dead end.
It's not a dead end. We just have to get out and walk.
Where, Tess?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I think it's through here. Thanks for the help, by the way.
Look, I know you're upset. We both are. Let's just get in, see what we can find about Pierre, and get out. Before I change my mind.
Agreed.
Looks like we finally made it to the houseboat we saw in the picture, most likely owned by the mystery man, aka Pierre Latry. Whatever we find here better be worth it. I agree. Dang, this is run down, bro. This is worse than the house. The mobile home. Please remember, this is a shared facility for all residents who fish off of their boats or the dock. If you borrow equipment to clean or prepare your catch, return it. This means you, Pierre,
Pierre! Pierre was here.
Looks like we're on the right track.
Uh-oh, murder mystery.
Somebody has anger issues. Couldn't just set down the knife gently, could ya?
Yikes. Is that blood?
Dried blood? Ew.
What?
Why on earth did I just touch that?
I'm telling you.
How are we supposed to get on board?
Maybe there's something around here we can use.
Want to get across the boat, but if we try to jump that gap, we'll break our shin bones. Maybe there's something around here that we can use to get across. So I need like a wooden board or something. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Maybe.
This is so stupid. We're trespassing. We need to go back home.
But
What if you fall off and break your neck, Tess?
Bro.
Or who knows what's even in that boat? Or if the floorboards are all rotted, or
but
Live a little.
here. And the trailer home
mobile home.
Just live a little.
was fine. I just think if we go back now, what's the point? Don't you want to know what happened to Grandma? To find Pierre?
Okay, fine. You stay here, and I'll see what I can find.
No, you can't go in without me.
Don't tell me what I can't do, Tess. No matter how grown up you think you might be, I'm still your mother.
You're right. I'm sorry. We've done all of this so far together. I just don't want to give that up.
All right. We'll do it together, but I should go first.
No, I should go.
No way! What if you fall off?
I could say the same to you.
Exactly.
I should go first. I'm not gonna let my poor, aged mother walk across a rickety bridge before I'm sure it's safe.
Let's flip a coin. Call it heads or tails.
Tails never fails.
Tails. I lost?
In a manner of speaking.
After you.
All right. Here I go.
I guess tails does
Careful.
fail.
Not very climactic.
Not quite as scary as I thought.
Yeah, this thing is pretty sturdy. Especially for just sitting out here for a few decades. Let's hope we can say the same for the rest of the boat.
Some chips. We got some Lays over here. Some fake Lays. I would go in there, but I kind of want to explore around here first. This is well, this would have been a nice view if there was actually water here, but I'm guessing it's low tide. Whoa, what's down there? A flare gun?
Dodge this.
Okay, Matrix. Can I open this? No. Can't go up, but that's probably upstairs. What do we have here? Nothing. Got a letter. Please don't go on about the silly ideas in my head. My concerns are far from silly. This affects all of us. You say we'll have everything we could have hoped for, but I'm not the one who decided to run off across the border to have silly little Helen pick up her entire life and her children's lives at the drop of a hat to follow, no matter how much money was involved. I hope for things that money can't buy. Treasured friendships I've held since I was a girl. My relationship with my parents and siblings. Satisfying work where I get to help people. My children to grow up in a loving community of their grandparents and their friends. These are the things you asked me to give up. Excuse me. And for what? Isolation, an unfamiliar place, a leaky boat, money to spend on what? What does it matter if everything else is lost? What good does it profit a man to gain the whole world but lose your soul? You know what I mean?
You tell him, Grandma.
Yeah, not one to mince words.
All those years of writing advice columns paid off, I guess. Kinda nice that she was thinking about you guys, too. Not just uprooting your life, dumping you in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. I can't imagine what it would have been like to grow up here.
You'd have to learn French.
Sacre bleu.
Sacre bleu.
Oh no, it's already happening.
Okay. Can't go in there. Let's go back upstairs. Or maybe around the corner. Yeah.
Boy, he really burned through it.
I can't imagine just spending $40,000 on nothing.
Well, some of it was on this boat.
Yeah, seems like he really loved it.
Can you imagine Grandma living here?
Can you imagine August living here?
Maybe then she would have been a famous painter, because she would have, had to paint a bunch of stuff to make it less ugly.
For sure.
And you and Grandma would have had to fish every day.
This is a very tempting scene you're painting.
I'm imagining something like Little House on the Prairie, but on a boat.
Little houseboat on the river?
Rolls off the tongue.
$40,000. My light just went out. Both my lights went out. Robbers hit again in... What is going on, bruh?
The burglary ring.
Yeah.
Mom, Grandma's boyfriend here was a bank robber. Why else would...
Yo!
Maybe my mother sent it to him.
Nah, but there was a burglary ring back in their
Keep him
place too.
abreast of current events?
Oh, come on.
He was on the run.
Grandma had a thing going with a bank robber. How cool is that?
Well, okay, they didn't rob any banks. It was the jewelry counters at department stores and things like that.
So she knew about it.
Department store robber doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
And it wasn't robbery, it was burglary.
What's the difference?
A robbery is when you take something from someone under duress. A burglary, you take it when they're unaware. I think.
You think?
Listen, it's been a while since I've brushed up on my criminology.
And why are they so sure it was men?
What?
It says the men broke into the store, but there were no witnesses. So how do they know it was men?
You're thinking lady robbers.
Like Catwoman.
I like it. Very cinematic.
Do you think?
Grandma could have helped?
Are you seriously asking if I think my mother was an accomplice in all this?
Why not?
Why not?
She had 2 kids at home, and I just don't see it.
Seems like there was a lot about Grandma you weren't seeing.
Excuse me?
Am I wrong?
Maybe not.
Exactly. Exactamundo. Nothing over here. Some coffee. What's in here? Nothing? A little more to see, a little more to see. Somebody like to drink? Oh, key. Okay. And a receipt for a liquor store. Is this all drinks? French Court, Josiah Lincoln, Stewart's.
Wow. That is
Yeah.
a lot to spend on whiskey.
$45?
A lot for back then, I mean. Whiskey was more expensive then, too. Plus, judging from the state of this place, this was probably a reoccurring order.
Jeez, slow it down, Pierre.
I don't
knew
think
it.
he was handling my mother's change of heart too well.
No.
With this amount of booze, it doesn't look like he was handling anything too well.
Listen, let's just get back to it. It's cold in this busted old boat.
Dude had a drinking problem. And a smoking problem. I say as I just hit my vape 3 times.
Boy, really getting into the sea captain persona, aren't we? Did the boat ever even leave this dock?
Probably not. Are these of importance? No. All right, let's go inside. There's another key in here. I received your latest letter. This is my final response. You say you did all this for me, but you didn't. Everything you've done, you did it for yourself. You were the one who was unsatisfied with our home, our income, and always wanted more. You were the one who made the decision to get more money through reckless, illegal means. You were the one who decided to run to Canada to save your own skin without telling me until it was too late to do anything but follow along. I'm not following along anymore. You say that these are your kids too. Of course they are, but they are my children as well. I'm here with them every day, comforting their grief, trying to console them over the loss of their father, trying my very hardest to keep up the ruse. But I'm getting used to it, used to doing this on my own, used to speaking for myself, to living this new life. I'm regaining my footing. I'm starting to feel okay. So she was not in on it. She realized this dude was stealing, robbing, or burglarizing department stores. And she didn't agree with it. She wanted a nice life, you know, didn't have to have all the money, and he wanted more money. He wanted to be able to provide or have more money for himself. So he did all this stuff, yeah, probably for himself, and then wanted them to join along, and that's why he ran off to Canada. And it does confirm that he was actually the father of those kids, but obviously you don't want your kids to know that you're that their father is a robber, you know?
So I guess that's it. Grandma had enough time on her own. Without Grandpa, without Pierre. She realized she liked things better that way.
Can you blame her?
No, not at all. It was her chance to have her own independence. And who would want to give up their whole life, everything they know, just for some guy and some money?
People have done worse for less.
Yeah, but Grandma had a pretty good life, didn't she? Her advice column, her art, her kids, her house. Maybe she just needed a little time to herself to realize how good she had it.
Oh wait, let me flip it over. You say you'll do whatever it takes to make me happy, then you'll give me everything I've always deserved to have. I don't know how else to tell you this, but I think you already have. All I want now is to be left alone, free to lead this new life by my own means. Do not contact me or the children again. This is over for all of us. I think we're happy once. I hope you find happiness again. Dang.
This could come in handy.
Looks like a mailbox key.
The mailbox out front.
Didn't we see some mailboxes up by the gate where we came in?
Yeah. So we'll check that. But not before we open these up.
Cool. Nobody to spy on now.
Received from Pierre Lautrec. $3,000 in exchange for the houseboat the idol on.
$3,000? For a houseboat?
Are you saying that's a lot or a little?
A little? Only $3,000 for a boat you can live on? It's a house and a boat. That's two whole things for just $3,000. Some people don't even have one thing.
It does seem like he probably got a pretty good deal.
Do you think the boat had something wrong with it?
Maybe Pierre just drove a hard bargain.
Okay. I think... Oh, let's check this over here. Ashtray, cups. Nothing of use. Nothing of value. Check his little bedroom here. Oh.
Wow. Cool.
Tess, don't touch that!
Why not? It's
It's
just
a
as grimy as anything else in this boat.
adult magazine,
Plus, I want
bro.
to find out what the winter campus fashions were in 1968.
Ugh, you don't know where that's been.
It's literally been right here for 30 years.
I mean before that.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't want to know,
I
bro.
think it was fringed jackets.
The winter campus fashions in 1968?
And patterned tights. But really, put that down.
Yikes. You don't know what he been doing with that. Dude had a doggone... I can't say that. I can't say the joke I was going to say because nobody would understand it. And if you do, you'd think I'm crazy. I was surprised to receive another letter from you so soon. A houseboat. It's a romantic thought, living on the water, but don't you suppose it might be a little too small for both of us, 2 children, including a teenager? Couldn't you have written to me before making this decision? We are still here waiting for the heat to die down. While I'm excited to start our new life afresh, I have begun to rack up worries. How will the children react with all they've already been through? What do you suppose my parents will think? And us just disappearing. My poor mother, she's already lost a son-in-law. Won't people come looking for us? Are you sure there's no other way?
A letter from Grandma.
Can you imagine if my mother had actually moved us up here to stay?
I'd be Canadian.
You wouldn't even exist.
Whoa. What?
Well, who knows if I would have had a daughter if my whole life had changed back then. I certainly wouldn't have met your father.
Wow. So, this is like looking into an alternate reality. I'd like to live in another reality.
Like what?
One where you and Dad were still together? I mean, I just wish you two were able to work things out.
Yeah.
Well, it's not possible. There's no way to that reality from here.
It is what it is, you know? You can't change the past. We can only go from what we have. Who is this?
Wow. This is from when Grandma was really young.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this one.
Looking
You look
spicy.
a lot like her.
Really? I always thought I looked more like my father.
Maybe you were just imagining things?
What? Oh, you mean because he might not have been my father? I suppose I can see the resemblance now that I think about it.
Yeah.
You have her smile.
All right, so we checked that. We checked everything up here. We need to go check those mailboxes. See what is in there that we need to find. I wish you could run in this game.
Looks like Pierre tried to mail this, but he messed up the postage or something. Let's crack this bad boy open.
Wait, opening other people's mail? I don't know, Tess.
Pretty sure the law frowns on breaking into people's houseboats too. Yeah.
Pretty sure the law frowns on breaking into people's houseboats too. It's a little late to be getting squeamish now, don't you think?
I suppose you have a point.
Let's see what we've got here.
Oh, from the sheriff? He sent it to the sheriff? To whom it may concern, I now confess my culpability for a spate of burglaries which resulted in the theft of almost $500,000, $500,000. I had worked as a property inspector for Gein County for over 10 years. At a poker game in 1966, I was approached by a man interested in trading blueprints and my knowledge for cash. He and a few others targeted department stores and other businesses that carried large amount of cash overnight. This relationship developed and I became more and more involved. I was given 10% of the proceeds from the robberies in exchange for information on how they could evade detection from the store security. As time went on, the stores they chose to hit became riskier and riskier. I had no way back out of the arrangement, as they had threatened not only my safety but that of my family's as well. Seeing no other option, I falsified a death certificate with papers I lifted from the county office. I left my wife and daughters to cross the border under an assumed name, giving them instructions to follow me. They never did, and I regret having asked them to. What little of my stolen profits remained I have destroyed. My wife, Helen, knew nothing of my crimes until it was too late. Excuse me. She only went along with the story of my death because she had no other choice. She's innocent. My decision to involve myself in this series of crimes was mine alone. I ask only that you leave my wife and daughters alone. This is my confession. Wow. Wait a minute. So Leonard Lambros. So whoa.
So Pierre was my dad?
Yeah, Pierre was.
This whole confession, but it never made it. It's
Wow.
been here ever since.
I can't believe it.
So there's no
Well, it
cheating.
says right there.
No, I mean, rhetorically, Tess. Jeez.
Right.
I'm... So my mother wasn't having an affair at all. Or whatever this would have been.
Not except with Grandpa's secret identity.
So my father hadn't died when we thought he'd had a heart attack. He
Yeah.
was just here, on this dock. We never got to know him. He was just a car ride away. August and I suffered over something that never even happened.
That's crazy. I mean, it kind of did happen.
It kind of did happen though, didn't it? As far as you knew, it did. You lived with that your whole life, so to you, it did.
I can't believe I can't believe he just abandoned us. All this time he was here. He gave up his family, his children.
For an old boat and some booze.
I wish I could have talked to him. Just one more time. And my mother living a lie for the rest of her life. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, buddy.
I just wish I could have talked to her about it. While she was alive. I just...
Wish you could have been there for her. Wish she could have trusted you. Wish it didn't turn out this way.
Wish it didn't turn out this way?
Yeah. If we could have just... She didn't have to carry all this alone. I can't believe she would do that to us, lie to us her whole life. Why didn't she say anything? Even when we were all grown up.
Maybe she was trying to protect you.
Yeah, maybe. August was so little. But I was old enough to know the truth. I just wish we would have talked.
So, that's it? He spent all his money, tried to send this confession, and disappeared, and he never came back? Do you think he could still be alive?
I don't know. Honestly, I honestly don't care. It doesn't really matter, does it? Either way, he's gone.
You don't want to keep going? Maybe we could find...
No, I think we found enough.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I mean, to be honest, yeah. You know?
He pretended to die. But he really just left me, like everyone else.
I didn't leave you.
Well, maybe not yet. But your dad...
Come on, man. I mean, that's the depression talking.
I mean... Well, it wasn't quite like that. I guess... Listen. I'll give you the full story in the car.
Why do these people always beat around the bush? You had the conversation, then you didn't tell her everything. You should have told her
Thanks for
then.
doing this. For coming with me.
Of course.
And for pushing me to find out what happened.
That's why you should listen to your kids,
I
man.
know I haven't been the best mom lately. But I am so lucky to have such an incredible, kind,
Oh, Mom.
beautiful, hardworking...
Stop. You'll make me cry.
Aw.
just such an amazing daughter.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too, honey.
I love you too, sweetheart. So are you gonna tell me something or what?
Hey, Mom. I was thinking about something. I wonder what Grandma would say about all this.
Good question. What do you think?
I don't think she'd be too happy. Now, girls, I hid those private things away so people wouldn't find them. I don't know why you couldn't leave well enough alone. Well, if you didn't want people to find it, maybe you should have gotten rid of it. Well, okay. Maybe I did want you to find it. A little bit.
So you asked about what happened
Yes.
with me and Dad.
Let's hear it.
Well,
Tell the truth. Don't
your dad, you know, was always looking for the next thing.
beat around the
Always
bush.
had a new
man.
idea to try that was going to fix all his problems, our problems. And for a while, it was the video store. And then that sales thing, and then he decided that he was going to be a professional poker player.
I mean, you made it seem like he's just
Meant by full-time
full-time gambler. You made it seem like he's just going pulling slots and stuff.
Not really a gambler. He's not playing with his own money.
So what are you talking about?
and stuff. They're playing as a sport.
Why did you
That's kind of cool.
make it seem like he's some
Yeah.
deadbeat? Like,
Interesting.
professional poker playing is not...
I guess he's following his dreams. He might not make it, but he is going for it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I never really thought about it in that kind of light.
Of course you didn't,
I mean,
you
I wish he
moron.
could have been here, but he had a dream, and he had to follow it. I get it.
Right. My little web entrepreneur.
It's like Matt Damon in Rounders.
It's not really like Rounders. I mean, he wins a lot in Rounders. And he's a lot more handsome.
He must really like poker.
He likes it. But I wouldn't say that's the real reason he left. The split came at a really hard time. The theater was doing worse, and I was spending all my time there. Then your grandmother started really declining and needed more and more help. I think when I decided we needed to move in with her to care for her, well, being a full-time caretaker for his mother-in-law was not something your father ever signed up for. So he left for Nevada.
Yeah, that's kind of like
He
a...
wanted to stay married. Said we could make it work.
You could have.
By that time,
It was already over.
yeah, exactly. I realized that this was a pattern that would never really end. Do you blame me for ending it?
I just wish he was here. I miss having him around.
Yeah. It's hard to have a dad who just leaves.
At least I can still text him. For you,
I mean, we thought he died, which was still awful, but I guess it was way better than knowing he was there all along, just a day away.
I'm sorry, Mom.
It's crazy.
Thanks, Tess. I'm glad that, well, your father has faults, but I don't think he'd ever fake his own death and never talk to you again. I mean, if there wasn't anything good about him, I wouldn't have married him in the first place.
Right.
I'm sorry for buying the tickets.
Oh,
I should have talked to you first. I guess I thought, I don't know, that Dad, explained everything to me in a way that made sense, and that he was living some great life out there.
no, you shouldn't apologize. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. I guess I was embarrassed. That I would have married such a ding-dong. Professional gambler.
I mean, that's what you said, professional gambler. Like, yeah, it's
Guess I can't
gambling,
keep
but it's
running away from
different.
Your problems forever.
You make
Now
it
I have
sound
the
so
tickets,
bad.
And I don't know what to do.
There's people that make a lot of money from gambling.
I think you should go.
To Reno?
I know it sounds crazy,
I
but
think it would be good for you. To
it's
hear the
true.
side of
That's
the
why
story.
there's professional poker
We may
players.
not always get along, but he's not a bad guy. And you guys have a good relationship. You should spend some time with him. I think it'd be good for both of you.
Are you sure, Mom?
Yeah, I'm sure. But it's not over Thanksgiving, right?
Oh God, no. And Miss August mac and cheese? Fat chance. I'm proud of you, Mom.
For what?
What do you mean, for what? You're kick-ass. How many moms would stop packing up their house to drive their daughter all over Michigan to search for a family secret? Or
None of them.
run their own business, run a community theater. That's pretty cool.
All right. Maybe not the brightest idea from a financial perspective, but it is pretty cool. Thanks, honey. That means a lot. And speaking of businesses, that's pretty impressive that you made enough money to buy a plane ticket.
Yeah, it's exciting that people are willing to pay me to design websites.
Well, I've seen what you can do, and you do a great job.
Thanks, Mom.
I'm serious. When I saw your web stuff, I mean, I don't always know what I'm looking at, but I know it looks good.
Thanks.
An artist's eye.
Just like your grandma.
Just like your grandma.
And my mom. But maybe it skipped over my aunt.
Come on. Her painting wasn't that bad. Well, I guess I always imagined that you'd go to Ford like Grandma and me. It's silly, but it's not fair of me. God knows I didn't do everything my mom wanted me to do.
Exactly. You got to follow your own path, you know? Like doing Kurt? Doing Kurt? I'm going to say it.
Like doing Kurt?
I'm gonna let that double entendre pass for right now. But yeah, it's hard to let go, to see you as an adult, and not just my baby girl.
Mom.
You were so cute back then, even cuter than now.
Stop.
And you had the biggest head. Everyone said it. Everyone said, that's the baby with the biggest head.
Bowling ball head, the bowling ball baby.
Yep. And it was all your dad. On my side, we all have perfect, tiny little heads, like golf balls.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about the whole August thing?
Moving in with her?
Yeah, I guess it's a big decision, moving to Chicago.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
Would you want to move in with her?
Yeah.
It seems like a good choice. Even if it's just for a while, at least we'd have a place to stay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Are you worried about the theater? Or my school?
These days I'm worried about everything, but I'm confident too. Confident we can figure it out.
Yeah.
We've been through so much this last year. You've been through so much. I have to have faith that we'll continue to make things work.
Yeah. Me too.
I will say, August's house is pretty nice.
Her bathtub is the size of my bedroom.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be worth it for the bathtub alone. We should call August and tell her about all this.
Oh, hey August, guess what? Our dad really is our dad.
You can sleep easy. We're not French-Canadian after all.
Whatever we end up doing, I'm just glad. I'm glad you're with me.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah. Me too.
Okay. Okay. Open roads. I'm gonna say that for my first game that was outside of first-person shooters that I've played in many years, that was a good that was a good little departure. That was a good detour. Wasn't anything crazy with like puzzles or everything was pretty simple to navigate. And because this is my first time playing like a narrative type of game where you're not doing a bunch of action and all that stuff. So it was definitely a different gaming experience for me, but I think it was a fun one. I kind of have enjoyed watching people play narrative games, so I've been interested in playing them myself. And for a first go, this was pretty fun. I liked the story. I liked how it wasn't too short. It wasn't like an hour long. It took me about 3 hours to get through this. It was long enough for me to sit down and play in one sitting and really like get to know the characters and some of the background stuff and have my own kind of thought process about what actually happened in the family. So I felt like it didn't drag on. And it was a perfect length for me. And perfect amount of character development and all that stuff. So that was cool. Very, very cool. I really do appreciate you guys for watching me on this playthrough of Open Roads by Open Roads team. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, you want to see me play any specific games, let me know down in the comment section below. Like I said, I'm new to this. This is something that I want to continue to pursue. And I know this wasn't the craziest game experience because it was a very chill game, but I'm looking forward to playing more games like this and even more intense games, horror games. So for those of you who do watch this, who do happen to find this on YouTube, I know my channel is relatively small when it comes to this gaming world, but if you want to see more, then let me know and give me some suggestions. I am playing on an Xbox Series X, so I don't currently have like a PC where I can play all those kinds of games. Let me know. I am excited. I'm still nervous. I don't know what's going to happen with this video. I'm talking too much. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching. As always, stay legendary, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.